You want to count down, or what do you want to do?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first edition of, we didn't come up with a name yet, Jeff. Jeff and Kevin recommend movies. I guess at the moment, that's too long of a title, so maybe somebody can help us out and come up with a name for us.
You like Roger Ebert and Roger at the movies or something?
There you go, Kevin and Jeff at the movies. Although, well, actually, it's Kevin and Jeff in their bedrooms talking about the movie. How about that? That's a little bit longer title. But anyway, thanks for everybody for coming. I'm Kevin McLean, Executive Director of the Chatham Theater. There's Jeff Bassett, Theater Manager, and we're here to, we're launching our virtual screening room pretty soon. And so one of the things we wanted to do was keep in touch with our regular guests and those out there on the internet, and recommend some movies that we think people will enjoy during this period of semi-lockdown in some places. And so originally, this wasn't going to be your film that you recommended, but...
So originally, there was another film I'm going to recommend, which we'll save for the future. But we're filming this right now on Saturday, and unfortunately, we learned last night on the passing of Chadwick Boseman, who was an incredible young upcoming actor that unfortunately passed away due to cancer. So I wanted to recommend his film 42, which was a biopic on Jackie Robinson. His performance in it is incredible, and he also plays alongside Harrison Ford, who is the manager of the team. It's a great biopic. It really does justice to Jackie in terms of everything he had to go through and the struggles he had. And his performance is incredible. He's so charming that you just glued to him the entire film. And after that film, he also did Marshall and Get On Up, 2 other biopics, and everyone knows him for his work with Marvel and Black Panther. But he really is just so hard right now. He really was an incredible up-and-coming talent that it's just such a tragedy that we lost him early. So I really recommend, if you wanted to see amazing work by him, to watch the movie 42. It's streaming on Amazon right now.
Get On Up is on Get On Up, which is excellent, where he's James Brown. And that's on HBO. And then Marshall, where he won Best Actor at the BET Awards. That is available on Prime. So 3 excellent choices. And like you said, a lot of people know him from Black Panther and some of the Avenger movies. And those are obviously available on Disney+. But, one of the films that he was fantastic in that a lot of people don't know was the Netflix Spike Lee film that recently came out this year called The Five Bloods. And we watched that, I would say, about a month or 2 ago. Phenomenal film. Just Spike Lee's probably best, if not his best film of all time. It was unbelievable. And that is available now on Netflix. And Chadwick's in that, and he's fantastic. So excellent recommendations, all of them. So my recommendations, I'm going to kids' movies. So for me, I'm going to kids' movies because I like recommending kids' movies. You and I talk about kids' movies all the time. And so my pick this week is for Muppet Treasure Island, my favorite all-time kids' movie. It's the best. Everybody knows the Muppets, right? Yeah. This movie came out in 1996 when my oldest child was 2. So, and then he was born in 94, and Tucker was born in 91. So 97. So they grew up watching these with me. And one of the joys of watching Muppet Treasure Island, and all Muppet movies, but specifically for me, Muppet Treasure Island, first of all, the fantastic performances by the great Tim Curry, who isn't dead, by the way. He's not dead. He is still alive.
Even if it's a 1-star movie,
if Tim Curry's in it, absolutely adds a star or 2 all the time. And then one of the ones, not uncredited, but underappreciated was Billy Connolly as Billy Bones.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going for that treasure myself, and no one-legged son of a bilge rat will ever...
He died? And this is supposed to be a kid's movie.
Jimmy.
Great in this movie. And so, you know, you had all these great characters, but one of the things that I enjoyed as a parent watching this film with my kids was, you know, when you watch films with your kids, part of the joy is that shared experience of watching something like that. And my kids would spend half the movie watching me to see if I was laughing. And I would spend half the movie watching them to see if they were laughing. And it was that watching the movie, they enjoyed it as much because it made me laugh as it did them. And it was that shared joy experience that always cracked us up. And you know, that's why, and it plays so well. And, you know, I probably seen it 100 times.
Like you're watching it and, oh my God, the scenes with Tim Curry and the main character, they're just all having fun. You can tell like, on set, they were like, this is so ridiculous, but we're going to make it the most entertaining thing.
Yeah. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen 100 times. I laugh literally every time. I've never not smiled or laughed during this movie. And I remember about a year ago, I was just on a Saturday afternoon, I was flipping through TV and it was on one of the channels and I was alone and I just started watching it. And next thing I know, I'm like, you know, quoting the lines by myself. I'm sitting there saying, and Tucker walks into the room. He just shakes his head. And next thing you know, he's sitting down. And we end up watching the rest of it together.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's, you know, sometimes movies become bigger than the movies. And
so I have a story about this one as well. So Kevin, okay, for everyone watching, Kevin, so I watch a lot of movies. My wife Cecilia doesn't watch that many movies, so like I'll constantly recommend things, but her to-watch list that I have given her is 200 movies long, so she'll never get through them. But Muppet Treasure Island is the one where when I told her that I had never seen Muppet Treasure Island, she's like, what? You've never seen? And we watched it that night, because I think Kevin was in the room when I admitted that, and he also demanded that I watch it.
Oh, I probably berated you endlessly. Oh my goodness, yeah. You know, as a parent, and I'll say this to people who have young kids, you know, some of these movies, and the Muppets are great because they play on so many levels that, you know, it's really the joy of being able to sit and laugh with your kids. And, you know, your kids really love to watch you as a parent laugh. And that's one of the things I really realized watching this movie and a lot of these movies. And that was a great experience. And we still, to this day, you know, Griffin's in Nashville and he's 25, 26 years old and Tucker's in school. We still talk about Muppet Treasure Island. You know, we'll still quote each other lines sometimes. And, you know, as a parent, you can't beat that. That's the best ever. So I highly recommend Muppet Treasure Island.
Me too.
Yeah, excellent. All right. So we're not going to drag this out. We're going to end this, but I got a treat for everybody at the end because we're promoting Muppet Treasure Island and we've all been in lockdown basically since March. We've all kind of got a little bit of cabin fever. So here we go. So we're going to go out with a little cabin fever.
I got cabin fever! I've got it too! Cabin fever!
I got cabin fever. It's burning in my brain.
I got the cabin fever. It's driving me insane.
We got cabin fever. We're flipping our bandanas. Been stuck at sea so long that we have simply gone bananas.
We got cabin fever. We lost what sense we had. We got cabin fever. We're all going mad.
Grab your partners by the ears, lash him to the wheel. Do-si-do, step on his toe, listen to him squeal. Alabama left, Alabama right, it's time to sail or sink. Swing your partner over inside, drop him in the drink.
We've got cabin fever.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
We're disoriented.
And demented and a little nuts.
I could give a Volkswagen car. Sauerbraten, Wiener Schnitzel und a Wunderbar. We were sailing, the wind was on our side.
And then it died.
I've got cabin fever. I think I lost my grip.
I like to get my hands was on whoever wrote this script.
I was floating in the tropic moon and dreaming of a blue lagoon. Now I'm as crazy as a loon. Cabin fever and drivers all aboard. This one-star vessel has become a floating psycho war.